Hello, my name is Jennifer and I'm in Penn Foster's Veterinary Technician Program, and today I'll be working on skill 14, which is my Robert Jones bandage. So right now I have our patient and I will be applying our bandage to the left forelimb. So to start off, I'm going to take my tape stirrups, which are going to help the bandage stay attached to the forelimb. So they're going to come like this. They're going to go on the distal end of the leg. So this sticks to the sides of the leg, and then try your best to keep them from sticking together. Some people will put a popsicle stick between the two, but I like to try to make them not stick to each other. And then I'm going to take my roll cotton and I'm going to start working from the distal end of the leg. I'm going to leave my toes out so that I can keep verifying that they're warm and not swelling, because if that's happening then the bandage is too tight. And the leg has to be extended out fully so that it can stay straight.
Come on, Donnie.
There we go.
Good girl.
This way.
It's a little bunched right here.
Got a little arm, little girl. There, and now I'm working on my second layer. The purpose of this bandage is to immobilize the leg and keep it as straight as possible so that the limb can heal from whatever happened to it. Okay, my toes are still out. Go ahead and remove this layer. And then reverse the way I started. I'm going to take the gauze, go over the toes. Make sure that the last layer you did wasn't too tight. No, it's not. Same thing with this. You're going to do 2 layers. After I've applied the 2 layers, I'm going to take my tape stirrups, which should be sticking out of the bottom. I'm going to take it and turn it against the bandage so that the sticky part is facing up, and then I'm going to go ahead and stick it to the arm. Same thing with the other side. I'm going to rotate it at the bandage. Make sure the tape's not sticking to itself. And then same thing up the other side. So it should be on both sides. Good. I'm going to verify that the toes are still warm and they're not swelling, which they're not. The leg feels good, it's not too tight. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and apply my layer of vet wrap, which is the external layer. Same thing, I'm going to start at the foot, the distal portion of the leg, and then work my way up. And I'm going to continue to leave the toes out so that we can keep checking them. This also goes on in 2 layers. Each layer should have a layer of 2.
Good girl, Dottie.
Okay, so go ahead and take that off. And then I'm going to verify the tightness, make sure that I can still have blood flow through the limb. So the toes are still warm, they're not swollen. My patient's forelimb is in the extended position and can't bend the wrist at all, and it seems very stable. So from this point, we'll put an elasticon around the top to keep the bandage from slipping further, but the stirrups should have kept the bandage in place until we change it next. And I like to do half on the skin, half on the bandage itself. Where the little red line is. And then I will usually put the date on the bandage. So today's the 11th, so 11/5/20, and then I always put my initials on. And that is how you do a Robert Jones bandage.